Can we talk about how when you're not living in alignment with your soul, with what you're meant to be living, the life you're meant to be living, and you're keeping yourself confined and surrounded by people, environments, in relationships that just are not for you, how it literally makes you fucking ill. You literally become a different person and you become fucking sick because your body is rejecting it. Your body's rejecting it. And it's funny because when you're in that situation, when you're still in the dynamic that's unhealthy for you, it's hard to see, and you will look outside at everything. Oh, it's probably the food that I'm eating. It's this chemical. It's this. It's an allergy to that. It's an autoimmune. It's this. It's all this stuff. Maybe, but maybe it's your body motherfucking rejecting what you're holding on to that is not meant for you. Our soul, we have like a natural flow and rhythm that we're supposed to go along with. That doesn't mean there's not going to be challenges and hard things that enter our life. Of course there is. But when we are feeling so drained, so exhausted, like we always feel like shit, like, oh my God, nothing I do makes me feel better. I'm always so tired. I'm so drained. I feel so uninspired, unmotivated. I feel so disconnected from my path, my heart, what I just want to do, what makes me happy in life. Reevaluate. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to? What relationships, situations, dynamics, environments am I holding on to that actually aren't serving me and my highest good and where I'm supposed to be going? That doesn't mean that we can still love somebody and love a thing, but that doesn't mean that it's right for us. And this is, oh my God, like one of the greatest fucking teachings of my life because it's so hard, but it's such an important question that you need to ask yourself if you've been feeling like this, if you've been stuck in a rut, just feeling so drained. Because when we are in resistance to just the natural flow of our life, of our soul's path on this fucking earth, in this existence, our body rejects it. And there are so many like subtle symptoms and signals and ways that your body and your intuition and your soul and your heart is going to try to get your attention. And if you don't listen, if you keep going down that path, it's going to get louder and it's like it literally is going to purge and come out of you until you have no choice but to actually face it. So I don't know who needs to hear it. I needed to hear it. Took me a long ass time to realize, okay, apparently I like to learn things the hard way, but just ask yourself the hard questions, okay? It doesn't mean you have to make a decision right away, but just start asking yourself the hard questions.
If a guy's not meant for you, your body will reject the guy before you even know it. Like, I say this with all seriousness, your body will know if you're in a bad relationship or if you're with a guy that you're not supposed to be with. Like, if this guy's not meant for you, your body will tell you before your brain even knows it or before you even realize it. It'll literally send you signs that may seem normal, but it's not. Like, you will get headaches when you're with this guy. Your stomach will feel nauseous. You won't feel good when you're with this guy. You will get really bad acne when you're with this guy. You might even get the worst UTIs of your life when you're with this guy. Like, if you're getting constant UTIs when you're with this guy, he is not meant for you. Like, if you're breaking out, like, say your skin was clear and you're breaking out when you're with this guy now, he's not meant for you. If you feel overwhelmed, stressed, like, your body will just send you so many signals to tell you that this guy isn't the one. You just have to listen to it. Like, your body just knows. I don't know how, but it just knows. Like, I was with this one guy, and I swear to you, I got the worst UTIs of my life when I was with him. Like, it was the worst UTI. And it was pretty constant, too. And it was just because I was with him. And then once me and him broke up, nothing. Like, I was fine. And my skin cleared up. I felt just better. So listen to your body, girls, because your body's right. And if your body's rejecting someone, that's it.
Hey, your body gonna tell you every time when you dealing with somebody that you don't need to be dealing with. Y'all just gotta pay attention. Y'all ever start messing with somebody and all of a sudden you feeling depressed, you having these mood swings, your appetite changing, your face breaking out, and you just overall feel drained from your energy? That's your body saying, hey, look, we dealing with somebody who ain't good for us. They not good for us physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, nothing. They are not good for us. And that's why I keep telling y'all, sex is more than just pleasure and a nut. It's a real deal energy exchange. So whatever type of spirits and demons that this person over here dealing with, once y'all intertwine energies, Now all these spirits and these demons are on you. That's why you feeling depressed. That's why you feeling mad, sad, up and down. That's why your face purging and breaking out. Because they ain't good for you. And your body gonna tell you every single time. Y'all just gotta listen.
Hey beauties, welcome to my channel. My name is Tila Ray for those of you who are new. If you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can join the Elevated Beauty community, where we are all about elevation, positivity, motivation, and prosperity. And for my returning subscribers, hey girl, shout out to you. Welcome back. So today, y'all, we are going to be talking about signs that your body is rejecting him. I know we have all been in a situation where we're in a relationship and not really understanding why we're having all these random weird symptoms. And the whole time it turns out it's your partner. It's your partner that's causing all these symptoms within you, and your body is trying to tell you first what is going on, but we try to ignore that and make all these excuses. But no, if you know, you know. If you've been there, you have. But if you're currently in that situation, it is so important to recognize these signs, because your body's going to warn you before your mind will and before your heart will. So yes, y'all, sit back, grab a drink, listen to the video, and if any of this resonates with you in your current situation, just take heed and know that your body may be trying to tell you something. All right, let's watch the video.
If your body is rejecting this man, more than likely he's cheating on you. I cannot express this enough to the women out there, but your body will let you know if this man is not right for you. The main thing, girls, is if you have BV, this man is cheating on you. And I know it can be confusing because a lot of times our pH balance can get thrown off and we can get BV from our periods. If you are constantly getting UTIs or yeast infections, your body is rejecting this man. If your face is constantly swollen, or you've been dealing with a lot of anxiety or just acne, if you're breaking out in rashes, your body is rejecting this man. Because when I tell you, I was in a relationship with this man for almost a year, and every time we did it, I would get BV. And this was my first time getting it with a person, and let me tell you, it smelled so bad. And I never mentioned anything to him because I had no idea where it came from until my friends told me this man is cheating on you. Like I said, ladies, our bodies know us more than we know ourselves. So just a reminder to pay attention to that.
Sip some probiotic tea with me while I tell you the 5 most common signs that your body is rejecting the man you're currently with. Disclaimer before we start, this video is for the girls, so if you're not a girl, please keep scrolling. And I also wanted to let you guys know that I'm not a medical professional. This is based strictly on research, personal experience, and stories I've heard from other women. That said, there are many changes that can happen in our body due to hormones, autoimmune diseases, pregnancy or childbirth, periods, and so on. So please don't take this at face value. It only applies if these changes started happening right after you started meeting this new guy or hooking up with him or getting intimate with him. Okay, let's get into it. The first sign that your body's rejecting this guy that you're currently seeing is increased acne. And the reason why increased acne is a sign that your body's rejecting the guy you're currently seeing is because increased acne happens when your stress levels rise. So if you feel calm around him, your stress levels should not be rising, and therefore your hormones should stay pretty balanced. But if you notice that every time after you leave him, you go back to your own house, you go back to work, or you go back to school, that you're starting to see these new pimples pop up out of nowhere, it's a sign that he's leaving you feeling stressed out and you're not realizing it, or you're blaming it on other circumstances or on your life situation. But if the only thing that changed between when you didn't have breakouts to when the breakouts started happening is this guy entering your life, then it's a sign that your body's rejecting him. Again, your hormones fluctuate normally, so do mine. I get breakouts around my period, so don't take this at face value. Actually sit there and assess, how many times after I see this guy do I break out? And if it's consistent, he's the common denominator. Eliminate him. Next, we got rapid changes in weight, appetite, or diet. Now listen, Of course, when you get into a healthy relationship, you are going to gain more weight. Naturally, we just spend more time eating when we like each other's company. So that's normal. But I'm talking about in a dating phase. If you just met this guy and you notice that you're either gaining weight too quickly or losing weight too quickly, your appetite is decreased or your appetite has increased, and your diet has gotten worse and unhealthier, it's a sign that your body's rejecting him. Your body is trying to tell you that he is leaving you with a void. And usually the first thing that changes when we feel a void inside our bodies is our appetite. As a result, our diet changes, and as a result, our weight changes. Again, if you're pregnant or if you just gave birth, disregard this. I'm talking about in the first 0 to 90 days of meeting a new guy. If your weight rapidly changes, it's a sign that your body is rejecting him. Third on the list is your pH balance. Again, this is not a blanket statement, but if you notice that after the first time you get intimate with him, your pH balance is immediately thrown off, it either changes in smell or color or frequency of discharge, it's a sign that your body's rejecting him. Your coochie trying to tell you something, girl. Listen to your coochie. Moving on. Fourth on the list is changes in your period. If your period gets heavier or it gets longer, or it comes sooner or later than it's supposed to, it's a sign that your body's rejecting this man. If you use a period tracking app, it's going to be really easy to tell how soon these changes happen, but deep down inside, you're going to know. You're going to feel it because all of us know how heavy our periods are, how frequent they're supposed to come, and how long they last. So if it's lasting longer, or if it's coming sooner, or if it hurts more because the flow is heavier, it's a sign that your body's rejecting him. I don't know how many times I need to say this, but this is not a blanket statement, so please see a healthcare practitioner if this has been going on for a really long time. But if you notice that right after you start meeting a new guy, the next period that you get is different, it's a sign that your body's rejecting him. And the last sign that your body's rejecting this guy that you're currently seeing is changes in sleep. And the reason why changes in sleep is a sign that your body's rejecting this guy is because when you're sleeping, that's when your subconscious mind is activated. So if you normally get good sleep, but you notice that after you start seeing this guy, you start sleeping too much or too little, or you wake up in the middle of the night from nightmares or just random thoughts and you can't fall back asleep, that's a sign. Because here's the thing, even if you're a typically anxious girl or you overthink a lot, when you meet someone that's actually right for you, they're going to be able to subconsciously ease those worries. So you're going to continue to get your normal sleep if you're dating a guy who's actually good for you. But if he's not good for you and you start getting disturbed sleep or weird nightmares, run, girl. Run. The last thing I want to say to you ladies is this. Our society has conditioned us to be completely detached from our bodies, but our bodies are massive indicators of how we actually feel about other people. You know that gut feeling. And if you're ignoring that gut feeling, all these other symptoms are going to start showing up, but you are going to classify them in your mind as thoughts that are related to different circumstances. The stress that you feel from your acne, you're going to blame on your job. The irregular period, you're going to blame on your diet. Your weight change, you're going to blame on the fact that it's cold outside and now you don't want to go for a walk. Meanwhile, the common denominator is this new guy that you just started seeing that you know deep down on the inside is not right for you, but you're just ignoring it. So this is your sign. This video is your sign to actually sit there and assess how do you feel about this guy. And if you know deep down at your core that he's not the right one for you, then please get rid of him. You don't need to do your body a disservice, and all those feelings that you're not addressing are going to multiply into more stressful thoughts, into more acne, into more weight gain or weight loss, into more changes in your period, and so on. My name is Iman. I help girls get a life. Follow me for more.
Sometimes your body will reject a person that you felt deeply in your heart was perfectly meant for you. Let's talk about it. Sometimes the person that we think we want is not the person that we ultimately need. You think that that man is perfect for you and he's your soulmate because he closely fits the description of who you've been praying for or manifesting if you're a manifestor like me. Sometimes these relationships can end abruptly. Sometimes they can end subtly. Sometimes it can end in you having an extreme allergic reaction to him and going to the doctor thinking that he burnt you, but the whole time it was just your mind. Sometimes it can end in a pregnancy scare. Sometimes it ends in a new form of trauma that you have to heal from. Most of the time, it's your ancestors stepping in to intervene because your ass is stubborn. We attract people like that into our life as a test to see if we're ready for who we've been manifesting. You settled because you didn't know that you were deserving of more. Things happened in your life the way they did because you did not use your discernment. Trust me, I experienced it myself. Let's talk about when your body rejects a man. As a woman, let's talk about it. It's more than just scientific. Like, we can think of so many things from a scientific standpoint, like, but sometimes it's divine intervention. Sometimes this is God or the universe or your spirit team or ancestors saying, no, I don't want him to be a part of my bloodline. I don't want him mixing with the goodness that you have. I don't want him taking away your favor. So then they're gonna like, oh, we're gonna do everything in our power to get this man away from you. Literally, sometimes your whole entire womb, like, you will start having issues with your womb when you need to leave a man alone. This is how intelligent the body is. What I mean by that, and y'all saw that orb, I know y'all saw that, but anyways, what this means is, like, for example, we have some women, and this can be hormonal too, but I've had experienced it personally, dealing with a man that's not right for me. You can literally go through cycles where you bleed for months and months and months, where you start having issues and you feel like, oh, well, maybe I have to get a hysterectomy. You don't have to remove your womb. You have to leave his ass alone. Leave that man alone and watch how your life starts to flourish. Sometimes these men come around us and they carry demons on us, and it's not always men. I want y'all to understand that. I can do a whole entire video talking about the women, but we talking about the men right now. Some of these men y'all are married to are narcissists. Some of these men have mental disorders. They're sociopaths. They have issues. They have the incubus spirit on them. So what do? They suck your energy dry. You're wondering why, as soon as you met this man, your life started going to shambles. You started gaining weight or losing weight. You started losing your beauty. People started to not notice you. You don't look as pretty because this man is sucking you dry like a damn vampire.
You'll know when it's time to leave your narc. Just pay attention to your body. Your body will slowly and surely start to definitely reject the person. You'll no longer want to sleep with them. You'll become less and less argumentative. You won't even have the need to sleep with them in the bed. They'll try to kiss you. You'll be like, you won't want to go out with them because you already know they're going to start some shit. You won't even feel the need to dress up anymore. You'll start to question your motives more and more and more why you want to be with them. And let's not even get on the whole entire spiritual activity. Your spirit guides will definitely inform you to leave. You'll see 555 a lot. 555 a lot. You'll see situations on TikTok and social media that's letting you know to let it go. All I'm saying, guys, trust your intuition. You're definitely on point. Your body will reject them first before you leave that narc.
The thing that I want to mention, when your body does not accept a man or does not take to a man, is that you will never be able to fall asleep in his presence. You will not feel safe in this man's presence. And it can be subtle things, like small things, like, yeah, I don't trust you. It's because deep down inside, your spirit team knows there's something off with this man. Your spirit will not take to him, no matter what he does, no matter how much he proves himself to be somebody who will keep you safe. You just don't fucking trust him. That's another fucking sign. Your body is telling you, leave his ass alone.
If you're in a relationship or dating, but you're like not sure about the person, watch this video. But I don't deserve credit. It was someone else who posted this, but I cannot find that video to save my life because I watched it months ago. Okay, so basically, this person was talking about how her body rejected the guy she was dating before she even like caught up to why. And this happened to me too. So basically, end of January, like 2 weeks into February, so for 3 weeks, I dated this guy. I pretty much saw him every single day, which is something that I would never do. But like, he checked off enough boxes on paper, so I was like, he might be worth the investment, why not? And so I kept seeing him. But the minute I started dating him, I started getting these intense stomach pains to the point where every time I put food in my stomach would expand and I'd be hunched over. I literally could not move. And I was like, oh my God, I think I have cancer. I should have known that he was the cancer, but basically it was constipation. I could not poop for 21 days. I had these like weird migraines that I would never get normally. And so I decided that I need to fly home, and I booked a flight. And the day that I booked my flight, I remember I was at his place. We were watching a movie and I could not get up from the couch. Like, my stomach was in so much pain. I felt like something was jabbing me from the side. And so I was like, I need to go home. I need to fly home. Like, I need to go see my parents. Like, I just need to take care of this. So I fly home like 2 days later. I land and everything returns back to normal. I have great bowel movements. I'm able to eat, all this stuff. And while I am at home for that week, something happens that I'm like, all right, I need to end it with him. That's like behavior that I will not stand for. So I call him and I very calmly Say, hey, these are the reasons why I think we should just be friends. This man's toxicity comes flying at me through the phone. He's calling me names. He's making like really demeaning comments. And I'm like, what? Like, this is not who I thought you were. Like the 3 weeks that I've known you, like this is wild. But all this to say, your body will reject someone if that person is not right for you. So listen to your body, okay? Love ya.
Did you know if your soul does not like the partner that you're with, your body will reject them?
Oh yeah, we all know about the obvious ones. Like you get UTIs a lot, you get BV, like you get hives. I've gotten hives. But my favorite one that no one really talks about that much, but it's always true. The second that you don't like their smell, like their natural scent, their like body odor, when that starts to like something in your brain flips and you get disgusted, it's time to go. You gotta cut them loose.
So this is going to be TMI, but I literally don't care. Your body will physically reject people that are not meant for you. And I'm going to tell you about how I found out the hard way. Story time. So I was dating this guy like about 1.5 years ago. He treated me so well. He took me out to nice dinners. He gave me reassurance. Like he was just an angel of a man. But little did I know that he was cheating on me the entire relationship with 20 plus women. My body knew that this guy was not meant for me before my mind knew. And this is where it might get a little bit personal. I dated this man for almost a year and I had non-stop yeast infections from the moment that I met him. I have no idea how many of those little fluconazole pill packs I went through, but it was pack after pack for almost a year. It got so bad to the point where I stopped eating carbs and cutting out sugars from my diet to try to eliminate this fucking yeast infection. Nothing was working. During the time that I was dating this man, I literally gained like 15 pounds as well. My eating habits had not changed. I was still working out pretty consistently, and I attributed it to the fact that my body was like retaining a lot of water weight. However, the minute that I found out that he was cheating on me, I obviously dumped his ass, and lo and behold, my yeast infection of almost a year went away. Within 2 weeks, I also lost the 15 pounds that I had gained throughout that relationship. And now I am dating a guy that makes me so happy, like literally love him, and my body just feels amazing. So if your body is giving you signs that someone is not meant for you, listen to your body. That's all. Love you guys.
One of the most telltale signs of knowing that a person is not meant for you is this. I know this is going to sound really crazy, but I know for a fact other women have experienced what I'm about to say. It's when you feel dirty after spending time with that person. Now, before you freak out, when I say dirty, I don't mean that the other person doesn't take care of themselves, doesn't groom themselves, or that person is dirty. It's just this feeling of like, you don't feel good after spending time with that person. And this can be as simple as cuddling with the person, kissing them, just spending time with them. And it's really weird because again, it's like the person could be the most tidy, cleanest person ever, but when you are done being with them, you just feel like different. I don't know if this has to do with pheromones or just you maybe not being as attracted to the person as you thought you were. But I realized this like yesterday after reflecting on different experiences with men that I've had and how I have felt after being in their presence. Like I could have the same dynamic going with 5 different guys, but after being with every single one, I could feel like I'm either on top of the world, I could have that like fresh, energized feeling, or I could have that dirty feeling that I'm describing. It's almost as if that person's like scent has gotten all over you. I guess the person's germs. Like their energy has been intertwined with yours and your body rejects it. And so it feels like you literally have to like shower it off. And I recognize this because after spending time with certain people over and over again, I always get this feeling and I'm like, what is it? And I think in the end, it comes down to that is your body rejecting the person. It's rejecting their aura, their soul, their energy. And I could be completely theorizing wrong about this, but I really do think I'm onto something. And I think that is why it's so important to be in tune with your body and really listen to how you feel when you are with certain men, or I guess when men are with certain women. Are you fatigued after you spend time with them? Do you feel energized? Do you feel clean and fresh? I don't know. I hope that makes sense. I really hope that other people, specifically women, know this feeling that I'm talking about, because I swear I am not making this up.
Did you know that your body will actually reject things when they are not meant for you? And this is people, places, and things. So this might sound kind of crazy, but you will literally get physical symptoms when you are with people or in places that does not resonate with your energy. This has happened to me before. It's happened to my sister. And actually one of the craziest stories was it happened to one of my friends. I'm going to tell you guys about it. So she was dating this guy for a while, and as they were getting kind of more serious and talking about settling down and buying a place, she started getting random anxiety and panic attacks out of nowhere. And she is not someone who has really struggled with these sort of things before, so it was completely new to her. She had no idea what was going on. It was like the craziest thing ever, and there was no reason for it. Nothing had changed. And so this started going on for almost 2 months before she decided, you know what, hey, this relationship isn't really serving me anymore. I don't feel right with it. I'm going to end things. And you guys, when I tell you, the second she ended that relationship, all of her anxiety gone, all of her panic attacks gone, and she hasn't had any since. It's been 3 years. So if you are with people or in places and you start getting random bodily symptoms that you don't normally get and you can't figure out why, it is because your body is rejecting the energy around you. Listen to it.
I've been seeing the trend lately of people talking about when your body rejects, and this is a real thing. If you are messing or you are dating with someone or married to someone that is not right for you, that God did not have intended for you, your energies does not match, your body will literally reject him. You've been married to this man for 10 years and you could never get pregnant with him. And for some reason, y'all got a divorce. As soon as you go and get another man, you are pregnant. His energy was toxic. His energy did not mess with you. Chemistry wise, y'all body chemistry did not mesh well. This is metaphysical and scientific. Your vagina stinks every time you have sex with him because your body chemistry does not mix, right? His energy is not good for you. Sometimes it's not even a matter of his fluids. It's just like, it's your body trying its best to get you away from this man, but you don't want to listen. You keep on putting that boric acid and going to get these antibiotics, and your vagina still smells because you're not supposed to be having sex with him. Right? Listen to your body, listen to your intuition, okay?
Your body will reject somebody who's not meant for you. So basically you might start having headaches, or you might start having stomach aches, or you might gain weight, lose weight, break out, and then the moment you're not around them anymore, all of it's gone.
Your body rejecting someone is the most real thing ever, and I'm going to show you proof. I was always someone with like really clear skin, always going, oh my god, Melissa, your skin is so clear, your skin is so clear. I'm going to show you what my skin looked like when I tried to speak to someone's stupid son. Okay, just don't look at my hair, but what the hell? And guys, I could not for the life of me figure out, why am I breaking out? Like, I've already gone through puberty. I've already had my period. I've already gone through all of that. So why am I breaking out like out of nowhere? Guys, I was just constantly stressed out. I was constantly under pressure. Like, my body just did not want this person. And it actually makes sense because as soon as we stopped talking, my skin cleared up. So if you're breaking out and you're in some toxic relationship, it's him. Get rid of
signs that my body was giving me when I was with the wrong guy, and let me know in comment if you had one of those signs as well. Number one, the biggest one, simply the gut feeling. Something in your gut was like, it doesn't feel right. Like, you can't put a finger on it, but you like, something is wrong. Number two, one of the biggest sign I had that with 2 guys actually, and those 2 guys were lying to me for a very long time, is that when they start lying to me, literally, I could not, sorry if that's a bit too graphic, but I could not have sex with them. My princess down there would not let them. And like, every time we were trying, it was like, I would contract myself, something was off, and I would not understand why. And then few months or like few years down the line, when I found out what they lied about, I was like, that makes sense. That was just my body telling me, no, we don't want this inside because he's lying to you. Number 3, I would just get sick all the time. Like, you get more cold. Like, you can think I'm a bit crazy to think that, or a bit too spiritual, but like when I've been in like healthy relationships, I would not get that sick. But when I was in a really bad relationship or like something that was not right or simply not good for me, I would get sick way more often. Number 4, girls, you understand my nightmare with that. I would get way more thrush, and please, like, if you're a baby and you think, eh, this is gross, just get out of this video. Like, I would get like way more thrush, like, frequently. And then also I had a urine infection when my ex-boyfriend came back last year. I had a really, really bad one, and it would not go away because I was still attached to him. And when I let him go, when I was like, we are done, the urine infection went. Also, funny enough, when my ex came back last year, I had so many signs that I completely ignored. I had a car accident, which is one of the biggest signs you can get from the universe. I had a car accident. Then I had COVID. When I was about to meet him again, I got COVID. And then I had a urine infection. If that's not big signs, that was the universe be like, bitch, get out of this. Last one, you get the butterflies. Butterflies are a sign that it's not good. It's anxiety. It's not meant to you. When you're in a good, healthy relationship and the guy is good for you, you're meant to feel at peace and very calm. And I remember when I was about to meet my ex last year, I never had that. I had way too much butterfly. I felt like really sick to a point where I thought it was excitement, but it was not. It was my body telling me like, just run, bitch, run. Anyway, let me know in comment if you had any of those signs before, and follow for more.
A lot of women at some point in their life will have the experience of dating someone who isn't good for them and their body physically rejecting that person. This is a fascinating phenomenon, and I wanted to share a little bit about what this is, why it happens, and some examples of it, because some people may just plain not be familiar, but I would not be surprised if some people have had these experiences and not realized that their body was trying to talk to them, as the body does. So this happens because the intuition is always at work for us, and we tend to think of intuition as a power of the mind when it is in fact an embodied experience. And particularly for women, right? Woman's intuition, the feminine intuition, tends to express through the body. It is a highly embodied thing. So how this plays out when we date someone who isn't particularly good for us can vary, but I'll start with a kind of extreme example to paint the picture. I have a friend who dated someone who turned out to be a clinical psychopath, and in the time she was dating him, she was bedridden for about a year. Bedridden, like went from being this super high performance startup founder to could not get out of bed, basically could not function, and everyone thought it was an autoimmune disease, including her, until she finally broke up with this person and the illness was gone like that. I know of a number of women, myself included, who were dating serial cheaters and would get their period weeks early. So I'll use myself as an example because I know that story best. I was in a long distance relationship, and every time this man came to visit me, I would get my period weeks early. Super weird. So dysregulation of the menstrual cycle is another clear indicator that, well, something's off and your body is trying to get you to listen. Some more common ones will be you start dating someone and you get like irregularities in your skin that you don't normally experience. So like breaking out around the mouth is one that I've seen in women. Another really common one is if you don't typically get like UTIs or BV, and suddenly every time you're with this person, you start getting that. So those are some ways that the body will express, get this person the fuck away from me. If you have any stories, I'd love to hear.
Girl, if you keep getting UTIs with that man and you were not getting UTIs before, it was not a recurring issue before, but it is with him. It is a consistent issue with him. All I'm going to say is that your body knows before you do. Your body will reject someone before you know that they are not the right person. So just keep that in mind. I do not wish that upon anybody, but listen to your body. Never ignore your intuition and never ignore how your body responds to somebody. Oof, do not force it. He might not be the one for you.
I also want to speak on one more thing before I go back for my lunch break, but I seen something on TikTok, and it was from Twitter, but it was saying signs of your body rejecting him. And I just want to say this from someone whose body rejected a man. The first sign is the sex will start to hurt, okay? I'm not going to say of who it was, but someone that I did deal with. I'm not going to say if I was in a relationship or with them or whatever. I'm just going to say someone I dealt with because I don't want to be too specific. But, you know, someone that I had dealt with, it was just like, of course, obviously in the beginning, the sex was fine. Like it was great, right? And over time, I feel like as I just started losing the connection with them, that I started having pain from sex. And it had nothing to do with size. It had nothing to do with his strokes or anything. It was simply that my body was telling me, leave this man alone. And so I went to my therapist and I told her, like, you know, oh, sorry, there was a seed in my mouth. I'm like, you know, for some reason, like, the sex is starting to hurt. And I'm like, it's so weird because I've never had this problem with this person before. And she told me that that's because you don't like him anymore. And I'm like, nah, I still like him. But then I thought to myself, like, I'm lying right now. I don't like this man like that no more. Like, I was having to force myself to like this man or tell myself to like this man just because I dealt with so much shit that came with this person. And I feel like as a woman, I had to put up with the shit because I was trying to prove to not only myself, but prove to others, like, okay, you know, this relationship will last. Or I didn't want people to look at it like, oh, damn, you gave it a second chance and it didn't work. So it was like I had to force myself to like this person at that point. And it was like, granted, I still had love for the person, but then I started thinking, like, I don't even love this person. Like, a lot of it was my delusions that I was going off of, and I had to finally come down to earth and think to myself, like, girl, you tweaking. Like, you tweaking for real. But basically, no, I started thinking to myself, like, I can't have enjoyable sex with this person. Like, there was no connection there anymore. Like, the kissing felt off. Just the overall intimacy was off. And I'm like, why do I feel like this? Because I never felt like this with this person. So it's just like, why am I feeling this? And once I left my therapist, I went home and I was up and I was just thinking to myself at night, like, damn, I really don't like this motherfucker no more. Like, that's crazy. And I really just had to tell myself, like, my body is rejecting him. And I didn't understand it. I just kept thinking, like, the sex is hurting. I'm thinking in my head, he's cheating. Or I'm thinking in my head, like, because I'm like, my therapist told me once your body starts tensing up for that person, it's because you no longer feel the way that you feel for them. So your body is trying to protect you. And I'm just like, damn. And I really started thinking, like, I did start having that. Like, I started tensing up with this person. I never tensed up with this person before. But I started tensing up. And it was just like, even during us having sex, like, I was having problems with staying wet. Like, I just couldn't be there anymore. Like, I knew mentally he was not there no more. So in the back of my head, it was like I was trying to make the connection still be there. And after having sex the like last few times of the relationship, I'm like, you know what? This is not worth it no more. Like, it's not. And then I really started seeing, like, I was blinded by sex. Like, I literally thought because this person had good sex with me that we have this good connection. And it was like, a lot of that was soul ties. Just because I could literally feel an energy transfer when I would have sex with this person. And I didn't do any cord cutting or anything. I just told myself that I have to let that go. So the last time of having sex with that person, it was like a one and done. Like, I'm just like, this is not it. And yeah, after that last time having sex, I left that relationship because I'm like, this is not it. Like, I'm not going to put myself in the situation of me not enjoying sex with a person that I had loved having sex with, right? But I feel like as women, when, you know, sex starts hurting or you start drying up or, you know, if he goes to, you know, insert it, it is hurting, or you're like, ouch, or if he, moves this way, it hurts, or if he hits your cervix a little bit, it hurts. That is your body rejecting that man. And there's other signs of your body rejecting the person. You will have headaches. You will have bad dreams when you sleep next to this person. You will have also migraines, but you'll start having stomach issues. Your digestion is off. I noticed another thing when my body was rejecting this person. I kept having toothaches all the time. My tooth would always hurt, and I'm like, why am I always having toothaches? Like, this is so annoying. And it was like I was constantly taking ibuprofen, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then once I left that person, my tooth stopped hurting. So it was just like my body was trying to give me all these signs to leave this motherfucker alone. And I did not see the signs. So I just feel like when you have all these signs to let a person go and stop fucking with someone, take heed of those signs. If you are having stomach problems, or you are not digesting your food correctly, or you're feeling nauseous throughout the day, or you're having random headaches, or when you take naps with this person, or you go to sleep with this person at night and you're having bad dreams, or you're having dreams they're cheating, take heed of those, okay? When you have dreams and you're laying next to a person, or even just having dreams about that person cheating on you or lying to you or whatever that is deceitful to you, that is God trying to give you signs. That is your ancestors and everybody, and your angels and everybody trying to tell you to leave this person alone. Stop ignoring your dreams. That's a problem that a lot of people have. They think their dreams don't mean things. Your dreams are signs, okay? If you keep having dreams and then you keep having the same specific dreams, that is God trying to tell you something. So you need to listen, okay? Listen. The last time I ignored my dreams, I literally had it come to me in a dream, and it woke me up. And I went and found out what I needed to find. It was like God woke me up. It was like, I'm going to show you this, and you're going to take heed of it and fix the problem, okay? And so I just feel like we have to take signs, and we have to realize when our body is rejecting a man. When our body is rejecting a man, we'll have constant arguments too. It won't be just, little shit. It'll be the same argument. If you keep having an argument with your man about this certain woman, or you keep having arguments with your man about what he does on social media, or you keep having arguments with your man about his baby mama, or you keep having arguments with your man about him going out with his homies, like, that's a sign you need to leave that person alone. But you're not realizing it because you're thinking, oh, it's normal to argue. No. Leave that man alone. Learn to take signs and take heed of them, okay? Stop thinking that you could fix the problem. You could fix X, Y, and Z. You cannot fix nothing, okay? There's nothing to fix. What you need to do is leave. It's that simple. Leave. When your body gives you signs, listen to your body. Just like when you have gut feelings, listen to your gut. Your gut would never steer you wrong. Your body won't steer you wrong. Your mind won't steer you wrong. The only person that steers you wrong is you as a person, because you don't want to listen to your body when it is trying to tell you things. So, women, be smart. Take the signs, the dreams, all of that. Take heed of it and just move on gracefully. The right one will come along, and you will not have any of those bad signs coming to you. No red flags, no nothing. And you will be so appreciative of it. For real.
So there you have it, ladies. That was the signs that your body is rejecting him. If you are in this situation, just take heed and protect yourself, because stress kills, and Lord knows other things kill too. So just be careful out here. Listen to your body, listen to your mind, and just think logical about things sometimes. Don't always be in your emotions. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching this video. If this helped you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, leave a comment down below if you've been through something like this. I want to hear from y'all. And yes, if you are a subscriber, leave a kiss emoji in the comments and let me know that you're still here. Okay, ladies, I'll see y'all in the next video.